using a cell phone. So it's gonna be a lot of tweaks. CJ Pierre, what's up? I don't know if you heard me explaining. I'm over here copping please. I tried to sneak on here late. You know what I'm saying? Hope like too many people wouldn't catch me because I'm testing things out. I want to start going live all the time, right? So we could do a live version of the show maybe twice a week. I don't know. Let me know what you think. The viewer is always right. Nah, I don't have any double RL yet. I had one double RL piece, and I got rid of them because they didn't fit right. I actually caught them at a thrift shop. Um, Real nice pair of corduroys, right? Some corduroy pants. I think they had a buckle like on the back, but the waist was just too small, so I had to get rid of them. What's that pepper? Pablo Frescobar. I like that. I'm glad y'all tapping in with me. You know what I'm saying? I'm popping my cherry tonight. You know what I'm saying? It's my first live. I'm excited about it, man. I think I'm probably gonna wind up preferring this over the pre-recorded videos. But y'all can let me know what y'all think. Good evening, good evening, good evening. I do want some double RL. They make some crazy pieces. But you gotta be prepared for those prices, man. Double RL is beautiful. I was at the mansion checking out the double RL area. You know, what's just as dope as the clothes is the props, the staging. Talk about double RL. I was actually invited up to the Ralph Lauren headquarters by some people from double RL, and they let me get a look. They let me get a personal look at like the upcoming stuff, like everything that was set to drop. It was just me and like two people who kind of run the department. Oh man, they told me like personal stories, not personal stories, but they gave me like detailed stories of how like certain pieces were developed, where the material was sourced and sourced from, and what the design process was for various pieces. So that was crazy. And what was real dope is they even knew like some of the Instagrammers, like some of the people we fool with. They knew these people by name, so they definitely keep their hands on like what's going on, who's out here, who's wearing it, and who's making an impression. So I say, if anything, like if you're doing your thing hard, like keep doing it, because the people in those offices see you. They know what time it is. Favorite piece? Yo, I'm gonna say my favorite piece right now is that coat that I grabbed with the beacon inside. It's crazy. It's like my most perfect purchase this year. That leather yoke, the inside, like I need to get it clean because I've been wearing it so much. It's starting to get a little dirty, to be honest with you. In fact, I'm gonna snatch it up right now. Give me a sec. Snatch up this favorite piece. Oh. All right, so I showed, and I'm gonna get to all these. Stephen Wells heading to the local Polo outlet tomorrow. Yes, sir. We gonna talk about that too. I'm gonna show you this. Lately, this is a favorite piece right here, for obvious reasons. Like peep the lining. You know what I mean? It's like a crazy blanket. You can sleep on this. I mean the material is butter. Even like these, I'm mistaken, wrong coat. I was gonna say it had these vents on the back, but it doesn't. So I'm mixing up items now. But this here is a favorite. You know what I'm saying? The leather yoke, these buttons, um, the leather tabs on the drawstring. It's just a good buy. And when you think I snatched it up for $90, and I was playing around trying to get it for even less, and I'm glad I pulled the trigger when I did, because I could have lost it, and no telling if I would have found something as satisfying as this like later on. So this one, this is a favorite right now. I've been rocking it every day. What else is going on? Double RL dropped some crazy pieces recently. Yeah, man, you gotta bring your debit card though. I'm curious to see what you gonna cop. Status AEG. I'm curious to see what you snatch up. Another thing, what I want to do is set up a phone line so y'all could call in. You know what I mean? Just tap in with me. I want that spontaneous energy. Lamont, I think this will do well. You gonna tune in? I appreciate it. Tune in. And we could probably put a schedule together. You know what I mean? So y'all know when I'm gonna be here. I don't know how early you came, but I said I was really trying to sneak on. I didn't expect nobody to tap in. I really wanted to just sneak on here and test out the settings and everything, and make sure it's all good, so I could give y'all so I could give y'all something official. You know what I'm saying? Quality is everything. So yeah, we gonna do it regularly. Low world order. We taking over. I don't know if you on Instagram, but I did a story the other day, and people were tapping in from all over the world, man. This is really a rich worldwide community we have right here, man. We have people tapping in from Iraq, Hungary, Russia, France, and of course the states. You know what I mean? All the different states, all the different cities. You know what I'm saying? I appreciate everybody tapping in, and I hope this platform can be a platform that just brings us all together. You know what I mean? We can see what each other doing and all that. All right. Stephen Wells, where is your Polo store? Like, what state, what city are you in? Salute, Rick. What's up? When will I have some lady heads on here? Well, whenever they ready for it. You know, I do actively seek guests. You know what I mean? I hit people up, people who I think would make good guests. I think a lot of people are shy, and they either tell me no, or they say they'll think about it, and then they never get back to me. So if you know a lady who's comfortable jumping on here, you know what I mean, send her my way. You know what I mean? I'm open. You know what I'm saying? I'm open. As long as you have like some sort of collection, some sort of interest, and you're gonna bring some energy, I'll probably let you on the show. You know what I'm saying? Beginner, or you know what I mean, if you've been doing this for a long time, or if you only got a few pieces, because it's not just how many pieces we have, it's the passion behind it. You know what I mean? So if you got some passion and you can articulate it and share that energy with us, you could jump on the show. All right, tag me when you cop. See if you like that tartan jacket I cop. That is a good purchase. And if you saw, I almost snatched up something new, something with like patches on it, but that would have been a mistake. So I'm glad I grabbed the one I grabbed. I'd like to wear it right now, but I'm out here like near DC, and it's getting a little too cold. The next competition, I for real, I'm embarrassed because I should have edited the fall competition by now, but I have not. I'm gonna edit that soon. Probably next weekend when I have some time. I think I'll edit the fall competition that I collected photos and outfits for, and I'll air that. Okay. Um, Once I do that, then we could talk about maybe a winter, and as always, we're gonna do a cash prize with it. Okay. And the way these competitions work, for anybody who doesn't know, what we're gonna do is we're gonna collect footage. I'd like footage of your outfit. I think that's a little doper. But if you gotta do a still photo, that's fine. Anyway, we're gonna collect pictures or footage of your outfit. We're gonna put it together in an episode, and I'll just talk about what each contestant is wearing. You know what I mean? Put the video together and let people vote in the comments section. Whoever gets the most votes wins. And I'll cash app you, the little prize, and we can have fun that way. You get bragging rights and you get a little Skrilla. You know what I'm saying? Get to walk away with that bread. So that's what's happening with the next competition. All right. I'm in Philly. I go to the Low Store in Princeton, New Jersey. Franklin Mills. I used to hit up Franklin Mills. I'm curious, if you're in Philly, why do you go up to the Princeton store? Is it just better? Hey yo, peace, Bangum Smurf. Peace, peace. Papa Smurf, Papa Smurf. I used to love that. Excuse me, I used to love that cartoon. Yo, whenever I read your name, Bangum Smurf, whenever I read your name, because I'm a big kid, I imagine myself chilling out, watching cartoons with my socks on, you know what I'm saying? Like just chilling as a grown man. Unfortunately, those moments never happen. It's just, it's just my imagination. But I know I'm tripping, but that's what you remind me of with that name, Bangum Smurf. Yo, look, I'm a big kid and I just want to be comfortable. I just want to be wholesome. Where I grew up was pretty rough, man. Like maybe many of you, you grow up in these places and it's always dark and rough and harsh. And you find yourself wishing you could be somewhere that represents your true mood. For a lot of us, it's this Ralph Lauren feeling. It's the cabins, it's the Jeeps. You know what I'm saying? It's the tartan, it's the buffalo. It's all these things that make us feel good inside. We want to just create a world and stay there. And that's what I'm thinking when I read your name, Bangum Smurf. I'm thinking about sitting on the floor watching Jetsons. You know what I mean? Smurfs, He-Man. You know what I'm saying? Flintstones. I might do that tonight. Woo! My rants be crazy, right? Let me read these comments. What are you currently wearing? Shout out Chicago. Right now it's just this Ralph Lauren button down. I got the sleeves rolled up. That's one of my trademarks, man. I find myself rolling the sleeves, and sometimes I feel like I'm overdoing it. I say, should I rock it to the cuff? And then I say, nah, that wouldn't be Dave Money. So I keep these sleeves rolled up, right? Rolled and pushed. So it got a little Ralph Lauren button down. Most of my shirts have that little button that fastens the collar to the shirt, but not today. A Fair Isle sweater vest, right? One of my favorites. I love this pattern. It's pretty colorful. And I'm actually wearing some Gap jeans today. One of my few items left that are not RL. And then some moccasins. I'll show you. These here, man, I feel like these are crazy. So, you know what I mean? Some RL, some moccasins. The usual. When I die, bury me with the low on. I feel you. Reason Hearts 69. The turtleneck RL wool sweaters. Do you like the turtleneck RL wool sweaters? I do. Sounds good. But I haven't seen like the latest one. So if some just dropped, I need to jump on the website and check that out. I don't own any, but yeah, wool turtleneck sounds good to me. All right, so Josh is asking if I've seen the Very Ralph documentary yet. I have not seen it. I have not seen that Very Ralph documentary because I don't have HBO. Right, most of my viewing is via internet. I'll say this, and I hate to say something disparaging without seeing it for myself, but I'll say um, some of the people in the RL community were talking about it, and they felt like it could have been better. Okay, so I'm not saying if that's true or not, but I'm just trying to give you some sort of report. You know what I've heard is, um, I mean, to be honest, they made it sound kind of like a circle jerk. You know what I mean? They felt like they these people felt like more credit should have been given to 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 people who played an instrumental role. You know what I mean? So whatever that means, they feel like other people were instrumental in like building the company. I guess as far as design, you know, so creatives and maybe people who popularized the brand. So some people feel like more credit could have been given that way. I don't know. I haven't seen it, but just hosting a platform like this, I think I better check it out soon, right? I think it'd be kind of weird of me not to see it sometime soon. Okay. Took the message back. Yeah, I mean, let me know, man. We gotta figure it out. Like, I want to know, if we do a live version of the show, how often should we do it, and what time? What time should we do it? I'm thinking, since y'all here, I'm gonna show you. I'll show you. I'll show you my second favorite piece. If no, I'm not gonna do that. I'm gonna show y'all this jacket I copped, right? Um, a chore, I guess it's a chore coat or a barn coat, right? Now I was really excited about this, and I actually grabbed it like over a month ago. I did not include it in an episode because I didn't like the fit, and I like the seller so much that I was just I didn't want to attach his name to any dissatisfaction. But since we're here, I'm gonna show y'all this jacket, and it's still all love because the seller, it's not like he knew it wouldn't fit, but so it's not his fault. But anyway, let me show you. So I snatched up this. It's hard to see. Snatched up this chore jacket or this barn coat, and it's pretty dope, right? So on the inside, blue buffalo plaid, corduroy collar, right? Details. It's a small, so that is my size. But the sleeves, oh, look at these pockets. All right, pocket has the big brown button. You know, cool label. Label's not overdoing it. You know what I mean? Subtle enough. You know what I'm saying? Nice flap on the pocket. Just a cool jacket, but the sleeves are mad short. You know what I'm saying? Now I know I like to push my cuffs up, but damn it, this this is too short. So I was excited to receive it, popped it open, actually recorded an episode with it. I tried it on in the episode, and then I just didn't feel right publishing it because I didn't want to I didn't want to shame anybody, but it's all good. So I don't know. I guess I'll send it back, or maybe give it away. I don't know. Give it away. Real cool jacket though, with the buttons, the brown buttons. You see that? Yeah. Oh yeah, yeah. Who's here? All right. So let me know, man. If you know any lady low heads, um, tell them to jump on. They could DM me. Dave underscore money 3. Right. That's a good way to get at me. Let me read these comments. Greg Lab, yeah, definitely live, man. We gonna get live, man. We gonna do this often. I go to Princeton because there's no official low store in Philly anymore. Besides King of Prussia, I don't like them all. It's only outlets. King of Prussia, or are you calling the King of Prussia stores outlets? All right, I want to read this again because it's something. Oh yeah. No more Ralph Lauren stores in Philly. They closed the joint on Chestnut. Was that Chestnut? I don't know, man. It makes me sad to see the stores closing. I mean, obviously, they do what they do for financial reasons. They're running a business, but I don't know. Some things just become a staple, and you like to see them there. I love the brand, and I just like the idea of having like a full retail store, a dedicated store sitting there, and especially the way that store looked. I think it was I don't want to say it was in a bank. It wasn't in no damn bank. It was connected to a hotel, but it just had a nice stately look. I wish it could have stayed, but business is business, right? Have you seen the horsepower documentary on Complex? I did. It was a while ago, so I don't remember. I don't remember much of it, but I did watch it. YouTube pushes that thing hard to me. It's always in my recommended. Maybe I'll watch it again. Maybe there's something I missed the first time. I want to know what you think about it. Like, have you guys seen? Have you seen Very Ralph? What'd you think about it? Did you watch the horsepower documentary? What'd you think about it? Send that piece your way. It depends. Them sleeves, the sleeve. I'm gonna try it on for y'all right now so you can see what I mean. Now I'm 5'6". I'm 5'6". My arms aren't real short. My arms are a little long for my height. But I'm gonna try this jacket on so you can see. And if you want it, it's yours. If you think you can fit it, send that piece my way. Collector sense. All right, hold on. I'm gonna put this jacket on. Let me get my sleeves down first. Yeah, man. Yeah. But let me know. Is Sunday night a good time? All right, let's try this on. Leave that right there. Crazy, son. Damn, let me button this up. Oh man. When you don't button the you forget to button your cuff, and that sleeve like slide all the way up. It's a weird feeling. All right. Now be honest, cause I'll send. Let me see. Let me read. I'll send this to you. Who said send it my way? Damn, I forgot that fast. Whoever said send it my way, I'll send it to you, but you gotta actually fit it. Don't take it just to take it. So this is where am I? So this is where the cuff should reach. It should reach, my wrist. And it doesn't. You know what I'm saying? Even if I was relaxed. So I don't know. Maybe it's a kid's jacket. I don't know. But this is how it fits. And if I could stand up, I don't want to rearrange the camera, but let me see. Bear with me. So, you see? Come back here. So like everything else is good, but it's just these sleeves, man. I don't know, man. It's weird, but win some, you lose some. Most of us, man, we buy so many damn clothes, man. Like you're not always gonna have a winner. So that just comes with the territory. Yeah. Strange. Another one bites the dust. All right. Who's here? 5-horse rugby. Yo, y'all really like the 5-horse rugby? Let me give you my thoughts on that. Nacho had on an original 5-horse rugby. In the interview, the episode we did. One of those pieces, good for him, good for y'all. I can't fool with it. I see they just dropped a new version. I won't say they just dropped it, but there's a new version of the 5-horse rugby. So I imagine people are snatching that up, or they have snatched it up. Not for me. Not for me. Not for me. But when you put it together right, I don't know, man. There's a guy named Jackson Reese. He did a photo shoot for, I think, for the Ralph Lauren app, and I guess they feature him and his girl on the app, and they put the 5-horse rugby together in an interesting way. It made me look at it differently. So I appreciated that look. Sometimes you might swear that you never wear a certain piece until you see it like executed a certain way. You know what I'm saying? Once you see it executed a certain way, puts new light on it, put some new rhythm on it, and it's like, you know what I'm saying? Second thought. You know what I'm saying? All right. Been a Polo lover since 9/8. Oh man, yes. I remember 9/8, man. If you talking 9/8, you were probably heavy on the Polo sport. Am I right? Humble one. I was doing my thing in 9/8. They was calling my room Baby Macy's. That's what they called it. I had all my little pieces like hung up around the wall on the ceilings. Okay, so Raphael says the documentary was pretty dope. Got inspired to start a more heavy RL collection, a bit more exotic logos and more rugbies. All right, so you drew inspiration from it. That's what's up. So I'm curious to see like how your collection grows, or what path it takes based on your new inspiration. Hit me up, man. Once I get these phone lines together, I want all y'all hitting me up. All right. The horsepower documentary is very good. It speaks on how our culture helped to push the brand to where it is today. Lamont Davis. Do you feel like Lamont? Do you feel like before the documentary, you weren't getting your the proper credit? I'm gonna pull up the horsepower doc and watch it. Josh Pierre, same thing, similar happened to me with a polo winter sweater. Actually wore it tonight, and the sleeves are too short. Yo, when the sleeves, when you get something that like doesn't fit perfectly, but it's like, I guess it's something you could hide, like the sleeves. Do you go ahead and run with it? You know what I'm saying? Like this, like I can't do that with the jacket, but like with the sweater, would you keep it and figure like, yeah, the sleeves are weird, but I could probably pull it off when I do certain things. Like if I always keep the sleeves rolled up, or if I always wear it with a jacket, is, you know what I mean? Have you come across a piece that was just that sick that you felt like, yo, I'm gonna do a workaround. You know what I'm saying? Let's work around it. You know what I'm saying? There are problems, but we can work around this. I don't know, man. 5 horse rugby for females. The sweater looked fire to me. So the 5 horse has a female version. All right. As I get older and get more into classic style, I find myself buying less flashy. I feel the same way. Keeve on the track. Oh, you make beats. You make music. That's what's up. I wish I could play some music in the background, but you get flagged. Let's talk about that a little bit. You said as I get older and more into classic style, I find myself buying less flashy. What's flashy to you? I know it's relative, right? But I'm curious. For you, what's flashy? Personally, I think my style is not flashy. Most people would probably agree. Or some might call it flashy, these red and yellow jackets and everything. More low-key pieces. Rugbies are just dope in general, regardless all the patterns, logos, and prints. Rugby's a fire, man. I gotta snatch some more rugbies up myself. I love them. I love them. I just scored a black faux suede Ralph Lauren dealer's exclusive sport coat for 10 bones. I need some sound. I gotta get like a sound effect thing. Like for 10 bones, I should be like squicker. You know what I'm saying? Give you or an applause or something. Love some thrifting. Thrifting is where it's at. But did you watch the episode with the brother from Canada? We were kind of laughing because thrifting is one of them things like sometimes you gotta get your mind right before you could jump into it. Like when I was a kid, thrifting just felt so gooey. You know what I'm saying? Like wearing something somebody, you know what I mean, somebody wore. I tell you a story. I had trouble even wearing like family and friends clothes when I was little. one day it was like a cold winter day, and I was staying at a cousin's house for the weekend, and I didn't bring a coat. I had a jacket, so my uncle let me wear his coat. I did not want to put that damn coat on because it's just how it looked, and to me it just felt creepy to wear somebody else's coat. And my uncle, no diss, but he wasn't like particularly stylish. He didn't have the sort of style that us young boys liked. This was probably like early '90s, and he just had on like he just had like this plain coat. He'd be out there like washing cars and stuff like that. So it was just like this plain parka, that my older uncle had been wearing, and he gave it to me, and it just felt yucky. It felt yucky, to be honest. It kept me warm, but I just felt weird inside it. You know what I'm saying? So fast forward, like we thrifting like crazy to get our hands on some drip. So we come full circle. But maybe some of you guys never had that problem. For me, I had to grow into it. If you want to hear us joking about it some, you can watch that episode with Lord Indra. You know what I'm saying? Who also makes music. So I see Keith, you make music. Lord Indra is a rapper, and I checked out his stuff on YouTube, and it's pretty good. I think he's definitely influenced by '90s music. He was also heavily influenced by the Low Lifes, but he's a younger guy, so it's cool to see people pulling that inspiration from everywhere, man. Just staying open to the influences around us. All right, Humble One. I did that with some all white casual slacks, slim fit. I wore them once, so you finessed it. Humble One, you took the ill fitting joint and finessed it. All right, nothing against the low lifes and all that, but the older me wants to be more like Mr. Parker and less like a billboard. I understand. I understand. You know what? I'm gonna tell you my problem with some of the flashy items is I like clothes that feel like they are authentic to an activity, and a lot of the Ralph stuff, a lot of brands in general, they start with solid inspiration. They building a sweater that was used in a certain activity, or that was meant for a certain purpose. Once you add some of the patches and emblems and some of the colorways, it kind of takes us away from that authenticity. You know what I mean? As far as design and use, still good clothing, but a little less authentic. And there's nothing wrong with that. But that's not my twist. Like I'm so thirsty for something that's just authentic, because I feel like that won't play out to me. You know what I'm saying? It just fits with this story, this movie I have playing in my head. Anyway, less like a billboard. Sweater, I just pushed the sleeves up. Okay, so you talking about a workaround? I pushed the sleeves up. Definitely work around the short sleeve thing. Like with my 92 Stadium collection, green motorcycle club shirt with the quilted shoulder. Ooh! You talking them details. The quilted shoulder. The 92 Stadium collection, green motorcycle. Yeah, work around it. The loud color strips. So Humble One, he feels like flashy is, I guess, shirts with the loud color blocks. That stuff is like quintessential '90s, and they bringing those looks back. Some people thirsty for them. I'm gonna probably leave them right there. I'm gonna leave them right where they are. But yeah, that's some people get You know what I mean? That's they thing. Stephen Wells. I asked the question. I said, "What's flashy?" Stephen Wells says, "Flashy to me is a lot of patches, large ponies, and numbers." So I think we cut from the same cloth. I can't I can't with that large pony. I'm keeping it honest. I have one shirt with the large pony, and I don't even know why I bought it. Um, at this point, I'm just holding on to it for collector's sake. But I don't know, man. Like if you know, I'm actually designing some stuff like some bags and belts, and you're not gonna see a logo. The logos will be hidden. You know what I'm saying? Like you saw the first run I did of these tote bags. It was an RL upcycle. I'm gonna continue to create bags, totes, duffels, whatever, belts, all sorts of stuff I'm working on. But the logo, the labels will be hidden, cause that's just me. I'm gonna be using like a lot of raw material. Like I'm working on something with like some shearling wool. You know what I'm saying? Some shearling. Um, just some cool, rich stuff, man. Just stuff that just stuff that feels rich and kind of puts you in the mind of like what would you do if all you had was raw material. You know what I mean? The garments might look kind of primitive, but they would serve a function, and they'd be very limited. There would be no synthetic material. You know what I'm saying? Almost cartoonish, but that's my twist. Large ponies, flashy. Yeah, yeah. For the guys who don't like the large ponies, I want to know, were you ever into the large ponies and then kind of like gradually moved away from it, or was it a no go as soon as you saw it? For me, I think there was a point where I was just indifferent. Like when I first saw him, I was indifferent. I was never gassed about a large pony, but I felt like okay. So I went from okay, indifference. I went from indifference to hell no, and that's where I reside now. Let me see what y'all talking about. I had some big pony polos back in 2010. I don't see how I did it. What was on your mind? Um, you making me think of these Boss jeans I had. Oh man, these jeans were so big. Um, the big rubber, Boss label like on the back. Crazy, man. But you know what I mean? Style, man. We grow. We grow. Hopefully we're all at a point now where the things we're doing will grow and transition with us. Like from this point on, we won't have to look back and say what the hell was I doing, because like these things we'll be able to carry and mix, you know what I'm saying, as we move forward. Like honestly, when I buy stuff now, sometimes I'm like googling like pictures from back in the day, man. 50s, 60s, 70s, 80s. I want to see how these pieces have played out, you know what I mean, throughout time. And you don't have to be that technical. But, you know what I'm saying, getting dressed is our twist. So we might do things, we might go to lengths that the average person wouldn't. It's not that critical, right? If you see something and you like it, just rock it. But for me, it's that critical. I want to make sure I can mix this. I'm trying to imagine how I would feel about this garment 15 years from now. So I'm referencing the past, and I'm just trying to take myself on this journey. You know what I mean? Take myself on this walk. I still have the stadium stuff on the checklist. There's a time and place to bring out pieces like that. I'm gonna mention Jackson Reese again. Um, he's on Instagram. Check him out. I think he was wearing some stadium pieces in a way that made me think like, yo, I can do this. You know what I'm saying? The way he did it was akin to how I might do it. So yeah, time and place for everything. It's cool to see Ralph Lauren rocking these pieces as well because it's just a different perspective. You know what I'm saying? When you see Ralph wearing like some sneakers and a garment with a logo on it, it's a different look. You know what I'm saying? You could think like, all right, I see old Ralph. I see an older guy, Ralph, rocking it. Hmm, maybe I could fool with that. You know what I'm saying? Borrowing perspective. Small ponies only. You know what I'm saying? Reason Heart 69. Small ponies only. Stephen Wells. Never ever liked the large pony. King James Fly Guy. I never liked the large ponies. I like the classic pony look. Let me see. Patch it up, some unique patches. It's look like nobody ever really freaked with the large pony. Y'all better stop fronting. Don't act like nobody liked the large pony because they selling them. Somebody copping. I'm not copping. But somebody, you know what I'm saying? These large ponies. I don't know, man. I don't know, man. Just something weird about it. How you feel about the new polos with the shorter tail in the back? I'm with it because I actually don't like the long tail. I feel like when I wear my polo like untucked, I don't like the long tail. I like that shorter look. I feel like the shorter look is modern. I like short. I like a closer fit. I'm a custom fit guy, and I think a short tail is right in line with that. Sarah eBay. Large ponies are for frats. Sarah, are you into RL? The guys were asking me, and I assume Sarah's a woman. You know what I mean? We gotta be careful with these pronouns out here, man. They said we gotta be careful. They said we gotta ask before we assume. But Sarah, the guys were asking when I'm gonna have like some lady low heads, some Ralph Lauren enthusiasts, some female Ralph Lauren enthusiasts on the show. I'm here to say it again, man. I'm open. I'm up for it. I'm ready for it. You know what I'm saying? Let's get some females on the show. Let's get some diversity. You know what I'm saying? And we're going to keep this thing mostly Ralph Lauren, but I do want to mix it up. So if you're not into Ralph, hit me, because you can still jump on. Because it's not just about Ralph. It's about a passion. You know what I mean? If you can share your passion for whatever brand or whatever look, jump on, and we can make good episodes out of it. Big pony for polo players. Alright. Large ponies are for frats. I like the large ponies when I first got into Ralph. So Pablo Frescobar grew. He morphed. You know what I'm saying? He experienced a transition, growth. You know what I'm saying? Let's see. I'm with you. You know, the pieces I started with, although I wish I had these pieces for collectors' sake, I wouldn't wear the pieces I started with. A lot of Polo Sport, color block, you know, and it said Polo Sport on it. You know, I wouldn't really wear that stuff, but I'd like to have it just as a collector. Let's see what's going on here. GeoFab Tech. Bro, I got 3 rugbies with large ponies. One is colorful. It looks diggy. I got 3 rugbies with large ponies. There you go, fess up, because I know somebody rocking them large ponies. But it's all good. You know, one thing about me, like, I'm very opinionated. I got it like a strong sense of my style, and in my mind, I feel like there's a way to do it. But like, I don't expect people to rock it how I rock it. I think they should be proud of however they like. You know what I mean? I'm happy when you do you. So you know what I mean. For the people who rock the flashy, you know what I'm saying? Do your thing, man. Do it to death. Cause it's all about executing that vision in your mind. You know what I'm saying? Whatever you're doing, in anything creative, man. People can give you suggestions, and they might be right. Somebody could be technically right, you know, with the advice they're giving you. But it's not about who's right. It's about executing what you had in your mind. And when we get close to that, it's magical. That's satisfaction. I think that's what life is about. You know what I'm saying? It's about executing it the way you thought of it. You know what I'm saying? And in time you might transition. You might come full circle and do it the way somebody else suggested. But your path is important. You know what I'm saying? Because if you jump there without taking, you know what I mean, your own journey, your own path, I don't think you'll be truly satisfied. You'll be left wondering how it would have been if you discovered it on your own. You know what I mean? If you found your own way to it. I know that's kind of heady, but that's my approach to all things creative, and that's my approach with, clothes. All right, let's see what's going on in these comments. For y'all who didn't know, for those who just jumped on, I'm gonna say it again. I tried to sneak on, right? This is my first time going live, and I figured I'd sneak on, right? Nobody would see me, right? I sneak on, and I just, kind of check things out. You know what I'm saying? Maybe one person drop in. You know what I'm saying? Make sure my lighting is right. Make sure the sound is right. You know. So I'm glad. What happened? So I was on and somebody called me. They like, yo, hello. You know what I mean? Anybody there? So I said, well, hell, I'm on now. So I might as well just stay on, because I thought I was in private mode, but I was live, and that's okay, because I'm not shy or anything. I'm always ready to go. You know what I'm saying? I be trained to go. Y'all hear me ranting now. I'm just comfortable going. But I get caught up in the technical stuff. You know what I'm saying? So I just wanted to make sure that technically we were ready, and it's working. I see y'all here. We kicking it. It looks right. I'm looking on my monitor. Actually, what I wanted to see like if I would be able to read your comments on the phone, right? While anyway, it's working. I'm glad y'all here. And I need you guys to give me suggestions, because I want to do this often, but I want to do it. I want to pick the most sensible time. So I'm looking for the right day. Like what's a good day of the week, and what's a good time, right? So we could do this. So we can do this regularly. All right, let me get back to these comments. I'm the best nigga in the world. Saw it. So I assume you saying you saw the Ralph Lauren Complex documentary dropped like a year ago, and you saw Very Ralph. What we talking about? You saw Very Ralph. Has anyone seen the Ralph Lauren Christmas commercial with the teddy bear? I guess that's what you was talking about. I was watching it like I was watching a movie. The visuals must be crazy. I have not seen that. The Ralph Lauren Christmas commercial. I'm going to try to find it. I haven't seen it. The biggest nigga in the world saw it. Let's see. Did I miss anything? Dave, what's your top 3 Polo labels or style? Polo Sport, Polo Country, Purple Label. All right. Yo, I say Blue Label, Polo Country, and I'll say purple. I'll say purple. Now, I don't own any purple. But I look at it. I'll go online, or if I'm at the store. Excuse me. I like purple because some of the pieces look very similar to Blue Label, but like the cut might be a little different. You know what I'm saying? It's like some of the pieces look like jazzed up Blue Label. You know what I'm saying? Like high end Blue Label, which is what it is. Um, so you get like iconic raincoats, you know what I mean, trench coats that are just perfect, like all sorts of stuff, but with a little more edge on it, a little more flair. So I love purple for that reason. I like country, although I think the new Polo country is it's kind of going like this way. They're doing stuff that kind of looks like sport. And stop me if I'm wrong, but I think new Polo country is doing some stuff that doesn't look like old Polo country. Like old country, it's kind of like, what I'm saying, these barn coats and stuff like that. But I say old Polo country. And then Blue Label. I mostly own Blue Label, and I'm good with that. It's not even like a compromise. It so happens that a lot of the stuff they make is perfect for me. Who's here? Smez. I like large ponies. Even got a sweatshirt with a pony so large it doesn't fully fit on the shirt. That's what I'm talking about. Keep it 100. You know what I'm saying? Pony so large it don't even fit on the shirt. Now, when the pony get that large, I think that's different. I think you get into like a different realm. You know what I'm saying? Because you got like, you have the one that's like this big, right? Can you tell? Give me 1 second. I'm gonna grab my big pony. Don't go nowhere. I'm gonna grab a big pony. Be right back. All right. All right. Don't laugh at this hanger. So, all right. Now, large. When we talking about a large pony, we talking about this? Is this what we talking about? So you saying you got one that's bigger than that? You got a pony that doesn't even fit on the shirt. Tell me about it. Is it embroidered like this one? Probably not. It's probably a screen print. And it's probably stylized. I'm curious. Right? It's probably okay. I feel like I'm imagining once the pony is so big that it doesn't even fit on the shirt. It's probably kind of dope. It's probably a little different. It's probably not even in the same world as this size pony. You know what I mean? That we front on. And now that I'm looking at this, is there another size? Right? Is there another size pony? One that goes from like here to here? I'm imagining like there's like various levels of big pony. I might not know what the hell I'm even talking. I might not know what the hell I'm talking about. Let me read these comments, man. Let me interact with the people. You know what I'm saying? I want to dabble a bit in the double RL. My pocketbook is starting to tear up. Yeah, it's a doozy, man. That double RL is a doozy. But those prices make sense, man. Like I said, I went up to the office / showroom. They took me to the showroom, and once they started explaining like how they source those materials and everything, I understand why the stuff costs so much. You know what I'm saying? Like limited, like small runs, and when you grabbing, like, you got special made materials, and you got people making one piece by hand over here, and then you got somebody else, an artisan, a craftsman, doing their part over here, and then you bring it all together. It legitimately drives the cost up. You know what I'm saying? Um, so I guess that's cool. That's better than fronting. When I was a kid or a young adult, we used to imagine having clothing lines, and we thought that to have an exclusive clothing line, you just needed to give it like an Italian sounding name, right? And we thought that, like, if you just made a T-shirt, gave it a name that sounded foreign or exotic, and you just get a rapper to wear it, then people will just buy into it because it sounds exclusive. As I matured, I understood that's not what it is. A lot of people still think that though, but you gotta know that's not how the brands we hold in high regard. That's not how they built their reputation. That's not how they became coveted brands. That's not how they became considered high end. They are high end because they do something that is exclusive, that is desirable, right? You do this for long enough, then your name becomes synonymous with style and quality. So much that you can stamp your logo on something, a T-shirt, and you lend all of that credit that you built up. You can now lend that to anything you do. That's really the story of a high-end brand. It's not just like Versace sounds exotic. So if you got a shirt that says Versace and a rapper wears it, you know what I'm saying? Now everybody wants it. Nah. Before any of the brands we like, had a T-shirt with an exclusive sounding name, they spent years making cut and sew pieces. You know what I'm saying? They spent years doing quality stuff. You know what I'm saying? Listen, and this applies to more than just clothes, right? When you want to be known, when you want to build a brand, what you actually do should precede the name. What you're doing needs to be so powerful that it's recognizable without people even saying it's you. Understand? If you hear a rapper, a new rapper, and his voice is so distinct, and the way he puts his words together is different than, anything you've ever heard. You can hear this rapper on 4 different songs tearing it up, right? And you won't even know his name, but something about the sound is distinct and you love it, right? So now they're building value. You don't even know their name. You can't even deride. They don't have a name yet, but they're doing something you like. You know what I'm saying? They building that value. Now you could drop that rapper on any song, and the value of that song shoots through the roof because they own it. But you know what I'm saying? Before that happened, before you knew their name, they was doing something that caught your ear, right? They were blazing it. You know what I'm saying? Now they can just stamp their name on anything and you love it. You know what I'm saying? Ralph Lauren, they can stamp Ralph on something and you love it. You know what I mean? You could put Versace on something and you love it. A beat maker, you know what I'm saying? You hear his beat and you just and he could get a lot for any beat. Or if you know he's associated with a song, the song becomes more valuable. But before you knew his name, he had to make a whole library. You know what I'm saying? He had to make a bunch of songs that just grabbed your ear. You know what I'm saying? In the club, you in the parking lot, somebody ride by banging it, and you like, what's that? Who's that? Ah, wow. Where am I? I know I went far, but my point is, like style and value and having that cachet attached to your name comes by actual work. You know what I'm saying? So the work comes before the recognition. You know what I mean? Anyway, where was I? Double RL is that. You know what I mean? They actually do the exotic work. You know what I'm saying? If you didn't even see a double RL logo, and most times you don't, you can still feel it and say, wow, it's something about this. If you understand construction, if you understand the construction of a garment, then you can turn it inside out and understand, like, okay, this was made this way as opposed to that way. So, you know, so this is the value. You understand what I'm saying? Let me read the comments, because I'm going far. Let me read the comments, interact with the people. All right. I want to dabble the pocket, okay? Time and place for everything. All right, Smez. Large ponies, big crest. Okay, so I guess, okay, so I asked, what's flashy to you? And I think Smez is answering this question. Flashy. Large ponies, big crest, flags, spell outs, big logos, color blocks, etc. Oh, wait, I had him wrong. Are the greatest, in my opinion. So the large ponies, he want that. I want that. You feel me? He said, I want that. I want that smoke. Large ponies, big crests, flags, spell outs, big logos, color blocks, all that. Give me all that. Are the greatest, in my opinion. Polo Sport, Polo Jeans Company, 90s all the way. You are living in your truth. I'm with you. You living in your truth, yo. You want all that. You know what I'm saying? I feel you. I can't. I can't. But I'm glad you living in your truth. And there's a lot of people who share that. You know what I'm saying? You got me. You know what? Right now, you got me wanting to see like some old ads, like from the 90s, like Hilfiger. You know what I'm saying? Polo. I just want to see how they styled it, like how the professionals, how the stylists envision this stuff being rocked. I want to see how they put it together for the ads. So I'll probably do that later on. What's up in these comments? Yo, Dave, you remember your first RL piece? And what was it that drew you in? Yeah, I remember my first RL piece. My first RL piece, I think my first RL piece was a pink polo shirt, right? The plain short sleeve 3-button tennis shirt. Now, I got that because that's what was available. That's not what had me excited, but that was my first piece. What drew me in to the polo was I'll tell you exactly. I'm gonna give you the backstory first. When I was in like 7th grade, some of the guys had older brothers who wore Hilfiger. We were wearing Structure, and these guys were checking each other's tags. They wanted to know if you had on Structure. They were criticizing your Bugle Boy. All of that, and guys were mentioning Hilfiger. And I remember, in class you got these comedians. I was in an all boys class in middle school, right? Did I say 7th grade? And one of the guys checked the other guy tag, and he said, Hilfiger, right? Trying to be funny, and he kept saying it, Hilfiger, like Hilfiger, right? Playing with it. And I'm sitting back, I'm across the room just watching, right? I got no idea what Hilfiger is. And we're going to get to the polo. I had no idea what Hilfiger is. But when you see people making a big deal out of something, that's the signal, right? Something about this. I don't know what it is, but it's surely respected. You know what I mean? Respected by some, admired by others. You know what I'm saying? People, I knew it was something about it the way he was saying it. You know what I'm saying? So he was Hilfiger, but it still didn't mean anything to me. Now let me get to what you were asking. When it first really made an impression on me, it was pre-high school, right? My sister was a grade ahead of me. So I was probably so that the story I just told you was seventh grade. So by the time I was in eighth grade, my sister was in ninth, right? And we went to a high school basketball game. She was a freshman. And my high school, well, her high school, the high school in our area was popping. You know what I'm saying? You know, everybody would go to the games. It was a real event. I came up in the hood. So we had a lot of drug boys and, you know, people who run the street, young guys who had their own money. So, you know, they was wearing all sorts of stuff. And and I remember going to one of the games and being on the bleachers and seeing a lot of people wearing these color block jackets, right? 3/4 length, waist length, nylon jackets, color block. Helly Henson, Donna Karen, Hilfiger, Nautica, Polo, right? Vibrant color blocks, big collars. You know what I'm saying? Big collars with, you know, the collar is a different color than the body of the jacket. And they wearing them open. And under that, they wearing, you know, Rugbies and you know, all sorts of bright, good stuff. All the brands I just mentioned. And it wasn't just what they were wearing, it's the way these guys were moving. You know what I'm saying? When you got like young guys getting money, they act in a certain way. This is important for the story. Abundance and access was really important. You know what I'm saying? So to see somebody stunting with something as simple as a hot dog, a soda, this represented something because a lot of us didn't have money to afford snacks. So you see these guys with these vibrant, you know what I'm saying, these bright clothes on and they just chilling with, you know, the fast food and just acting nonchalant. You know how it is, playing a role, acting like nothing matters. They don't care. People standing on the bleachers, you know, hollering at somebody across the gym and acting cool. It made a real impression on me. You know what I'm saying? I left the basketball game a different boy. You know what I'm saying? Impressed. And now with a real thirst for certain brands. So that's what pulled me in. I didn't have a job yet. So what I was doing was catalogs. Like we had JCPenney catalogs, Popular Club, and my mom would let me order things. So, you know, I go to the Popular Club. I go to the JCPenney catalog, and you see shirts, not with a polo, you know what I mean? JCPenney was Hunt Club, Arizona, stuff like that. So mom would let us look in the book and order some shirts. And you know how catalogs are. They lay it out in every color. You know what I'm saying? Khakis, every color. Olive, burgundy, navy, you know what I'm saying? Pleated, flat front, you know what I'm saying? All of that. So that was kind of connected, you know what I'm saying? It wasn't the Nautica. It wasn't the Helly Henson, the Polo, the Hilfiger. But still, you know what I mean? The colors, you know what I'm saying? The vibrance, the abundance, it still had me. So mom would let us do something like pick a few shirts and a few pants. And I remember the shipment coming in, crack the box open, and so now this is me getting into, you know, really wearing, you know, requesting certain items and rocking the stuff that I want to rock. But I didn't have a job yet, right? So we talking 8th grade, right? So now suddenly I'm old enough to do a summer work program, right? So hold up, now I'm thinking of the wrong summer work program. Still a summer work program, but my boy, his mom hooked it up. So I'm working this little summer work program, and we get a check. The check is very small, but now Dave Money is copping his own gear, right? But I didn't jump right on the Polo yet. I was still like really impressed with structure, Gap, stuff like that. But that's probably when I bought the first Polo shirt. Wow, I'm telling a long story, right? So that's when I probably grabbed like the first Polo shirt, but it wasn't the color block stuff. It was just the pink Polo with the horse. because I was shopping and that's something I came across. So that was a polo shirt. Shortly after that, let's get back to these catalogs. Popular Club, right? Popular Club had a chaps jacket, and this chaps jacket looked just like the sailing jackets the boys had at the basketball game. So I ordered the chaps jacket. You know what I'm saying? It was long jacket, mostly white, some blue, probably had like a red collar. I loved it. I was just as obsessed as I am today. You know, like when you love a garment so much that you got to stare at it. You know what I'm saying? When you're near it, your eyes are on it. I remember it hanging up, you know, in our cellarway, and my room was in the basement, right? So as I would pass through the kitchen down to the basement, there were coat hooks, and the chaps jacket, right? The colorful sailing jacket hung, you know, right in the stairway. That was kind of like a closet. It was a little row house, right? And that's where the jacket sat. And I remember being in the kitchen sometimes, not headed downstairs, but I was still peeking to that area where the jackets and the coats were hanging, just to get a glimpse of that jacket. And to this day, I'm still obsessive. You know what I'm saying? So, you know what I mean? It's no wonder, you know, I do a YouTube, you know, with this sort of content. This is the thing I love. It's me 100%. Wow, I'm on one hell of a rant, but that's my start. You know what I'm saying? So we went from a basic polo to a chaps jacket, and then later on. So then when I got my I got another like little summer job. No. Fast forward to PetSmart. Anyway, once I'm in high school, I'm working at PetSmart, and I'm making this check. This check is probably like $140, $160 a week. Sometimes the check is 200 and something. I've told this story before, but I would just spend the whole check on Polo Sport. Go to Strawbridge and Clothier. Go to Macy's sometimes. But, it felt like Strawbridge and Clothier had the better selection. So I was in there every week, tearing it up, grabbing all the Polo Sport I could grab. And because I was spending my money, I wasn't grabbing like t-shirts. I was always a guy who wanted to grab heavy hitters. Right? So that meant Rugbies. That meant color block jackets. If I saw a color block jacket that was blue and black, then I wanted the red and black and the white and black. I wanted to be that guy wearing like strong pieces. We used to call it strong. I wanted to be that guy wearing strong pieces every day. You know what I'm saying? And that's kind of how I patterned. That's kind of how I built my collection. Woo! Wow. And it was mostly Polo Sport and a little bit of Hilfiger, and Franklin Mills played a role. You know what I mean? I lived in Camden. Franklin Mills wasn't far. All right, let me read the comments. Let's see what's going on. Call it Friday with Dave. So Raphael says Friday. All right, so the question he's answering, I asked, right, if we do a live show regularly, when should it be? Somebody said Fridays. All right, let's figure it out. The best nigga in the world. Purple Label. I'm moving on that once I reach 55 and up. So you got your eyes on that Purple Label. Yeah, that purple label is very official, man. It's very official. Polo RL, Denim and Supply. So I guess Status AEG is sounding off. He's letting us know what his three favorite lines are. So Polo RL, so that would be blue. Denim and Supply, and Double RL. Denim and Supply is pretty official. Did you guys see the Dawn of Nighttown episode? he has some good, solid denim and supply pieces. Um, all right. Somebody's asking if I missed the rugby line. I ain't going fake. Not too heavy because to be honest, I didn't really know what it was until it was on its way out. I remember a friend mentioning rugby to me, and I didn't really know what he was talking about. This was back then. He mentioned rugby, and I didn't really know. And it was one of those things where you don't know, but you're too proud to admit that you don't know what somebody's talking about. But you hear them, with the excitement. Same way like when I was in seventh grade and they were talking about hill figure. It's like I don't know what you're talking about, but the way you speak of it, I can tell it must be important. So yeah, I didn't even know what the hell rugby was, but we were at Franklin Mills, and they had some rugby pieces there, and I grabbed two rugby vests, and I still had those vests. This was probably this was probably '08, right? '07, somewhere like '06, 7, 8, right? When I grabbed my first rugby vest, grabbed two of them, didn't really know what they were, and I think, well, rugby left a few years later. Don't hold me to it. But anyway, your question was, do I miss rugby? When I see some of the stuff they do now, I do wish rugby was still here. Um, I'm gonna show you. Matter of fact, I'm gonna show you a rugby piece. I like. It's really too small. It's a little small, but I don't want to let it go. I think I'm gonna just finesse it when, the way I wear it. I'll finesse it. I'm gonna show you all this rugby piece. Give me one sec. You won't regret it. You won't regret it. All right. All right. You've seen this before, but this here is rugby. This is official, if I say so myself. The corduroy collar. Y'all know I love these hooks. The fireman hook. Zipper. And it's cut like real. It's cut like real close and it's short. It's like perfect. Only problem is the arms. The arms are a little slim. Um, I can pull it off, but what scares me is like I work out. I work out sometimes. I'll work out like crazy for a couple months, and you know how it is. You got your muscle on you. This like if I go hard, this won't work. A lot of my clothes won't work if I go hard. Like I used to be muscular, and for y'all who get down with the weights, like it comes back quick. You know what I'm saying? If you ever had some size, if you go hard for a little bit, it comes back quick. And just knowing that kind of keeps me at bay because I'm building a decent collection, and I don't want this stuff to not fit because Dave wanted to be Incredible effing Hulk. So anyway, this is one of my favorites, and it actually reminds me of there's a jacket that's out right now, and it's fireman inspired, and I think it has some reflectors, right? Reflectors, and I think a number on the back. And somebody was asking me if I would cop it, and I was like, I'm thinking like I would snatch it up, but I'm glad I don't have to because because of it's a little busy, and if I didn't have this, then I might be tempted to grab it. But I have this, even with the slim arms. So that's that. Let me read some comments, and I'm gonna keep Fridays in mind. That might be the day. Do you miss the rugby line? Old Polo Country is dope. Yup. Moyo Miranda. Yeah. That old Polo Country is dope. Like when you can snatch it up on eBay like snatch it, because that's one of those ones where a lot of the times the seller doesn't know what they have. You know what I'm saying? They don't know what they have. The Indian head. Which Indian head? You mean in general, Mr. Driven? You talking about a certain Indian head piece or just like in general? Like what's my man's? Damn, the episode we just did. The episode we just did. Nick Romney, Low Ferrigno. You talking about the Indian head he had? The Indian head son Low had. King James, I'm a low head, but never got into rugby. Why do you like it? I like it for individual pieces. Like I'm not like a blanket rugby guy. Like bring rugby back. When I say bring it back, it's because I've seen like certain pieces. And to be honest, like the rugby pieces that I saw and liked could have easily been blue label pieces. Like this jacket, for instance, it's rugby, right? So you know what I'm saying? My attitude is like, well, damn, if rugby, you know what I'm saying? If rugby is doing pieces like this, then yeah, bring it back. But this could easily be a blue label. You know what I'm saying? The vest I'll show you. I'm not going to bust them out today, but like the vest I have, they don't have any patches, logos, symbols, numbers. They just some cool vests. They're both reversible. One is like wool on one side. They just cool vests. They could easily be blue label. So for me, you know, I like rugby. Like bring rugby back in that regard. To be honest, I think some of the best rugby stuff, like, you know what I mean, with like some of the logos, I wind up staying away from. You know what I'm saying? Like the idea is cool, but like back to that authenticity thing that I was saying, like a lot of that stuff, like as you decorate it, it doesn't really make me think of like a garment that's authentic to any certain activity, which is my imagination. I imagine wearing a bunch of pieces that are actually made for that activity, or have some real like historical context. All right, let's read some comments. It's probably U.S. Polo Association. What? Ain't no association around near here. What you talking about, bro? GeoFab. It's probably U.S. Polo Association. A U.S. Polo assassination. I'm a lowhead, but never got to Stephen Wells. I would love to get my hands on a double RL t-shirt. Very pricey though. Yeah, man. Like once you delve into that double RL world, man, it's a commitment. You know what I'm saying? It's a commitment. I see some of the guys who have like tons of double RL, and I'm like, wow, impressive. You know what I'm saying? The huge pony that doesn't fit on the shirt is a print. It's a white pony on a red and black sweatshirt. I figured that because like if it was embroidered, that'd be like crazy heavy looking. So it's a print. It's not like the ordinary big pony. I like those too. That's what's up, man. I'm saying you like them ponies. And this is my thing about logos. I think some people are too hard on logos. Like why would you want to have like somebody's a logo? Why you gotta be a billboard? Like, yo, I don't like the logos, but it's not for those reasons. I think people get too deep. Like, why you wanna be a billboard? Like, yo, cause you wanna rock a logo. Like who are the fashion police? You know what I'm saying? Like who determines like what's classy and what's not? Like it's wrong to wear a logo. Like Dog, like I'm not against logos. I just don't like how they look. But you know, yeah, y'all know what I'm saying. People act like I wouldn't have nobody brand plastered on me. Like who determined like that that's wrong to do? You know what I'm saying? Like this is like that always annoyed me. Like it's wrong to have like nah, but like if you want to have a giant any logo on you, that's okay. It's fashion. It's looks. That's the point I'm getting to. It's all just looks. So whatever look you like. And if somebody creates a brand and you like how the logo look or you like what it represents or any other trivial thing that gets you going, that's okay. Like ain't no rules. I hate when people try to put a hierarchy on it. Like, well, that's not classy. Like, says who? Like, what the hell are you talking about? It's all just clothes. Reminds me of music. Like, some people act like music has the fit a certain standard. Like if you ain't talking about something meaningful, it's not music. No, music is sounds. You know what I'm saying? Listen, music is an arrangement of sounds, right? Could be used for communication, right? To convey a message. Could be used for entertainment, right? Could be used for a number of different ways. But it's an arrangement of sounds that could happen naturally, like could occur in nature, like raindrops hitting a leaf to a certain pattern. Bop, bop, bop. That's music. Or it could be something that a person orchestrated, right? They wrote notes. They said, you play the guitar now. And then you jump in with the drums. It could be orchestrated or natural. But it's all music. It can make sense or it could be senseless. It could be deep like Jay-Z or Nas or Immortal Technique, or it could be silly as Laffy Taffy or like a so-called mumble rapper. It's all music. People try to put like a hierarchy on art. And I say this as somebody like I tend to like the subdued style, like no logo. I like my music thoughtful. But there's no certain rule. You know what I'm saying? It's however you want to do it, man. Let me read these comments. You may want to hop on it. Comfortable clothing. I'm a big football fan. I'm a big football fan. It gives you that old school football look. Dag, my fault. I missed something. What gives you that old football look? Were we talking about the giant horse? No, because that was Smez. Damn, I'm getting lost. I got a T-shirt with a big pony. I'll send it to you on Instagram. Yeah, I'm curious to see. I don't like that hanger in my frame. Raphael asks, do you like RL pieces that represent countries? Like the ones that say like Spain and Brazil and stuff like that? Nah, I don't. Cause I tend to I like stuff without any words on it. Yeah. Check G's or GS. Check GS. You can find some pretty good deals for double RL on eBay. eBay is the spot, man. People front on it, but yeah, eBay hit. eBay hit. Yeah, humble one. I'm getting the sweaters. Oh, Kev on the track. You the bro from Colorado. Oh, okay, you do music too. I'd like to hear your music, bro. Yeah, man, we definitely gonna get the stream popping. Cause yo, you know what? Like I like the pre-recorded Jones, but as y'all can see, I like talking off top too. Like I'm just comfortable. Just like I like to talk to people in real time. What I'm gonna set up is the phone line, yo. I tried to set it up today, but it didn't work. I set up a Google I set up a Google number, and and I was just trying to like just you know what I mean just take a call, but it was causing like some static, some kind of interference, so we can't use it. But once I get that figured out, I want like random calls, you know what I'm saying, so we could just get that conversation going. You know what I'm saying, unrehearsed. I don't know what you gonna say. You don't know what I'm gonna say. You know what I'm saying? Might even get like a cool debate. You know what I'm saying? Rob Ripper, what's up, Dave? I'm late, just got here. Well, peace, welcome. Thanks for everybody tuning in. So let me catch you up. What's happening is this is my first live stream. I called myself testing it out, but somebody caught me, so I just stayed on. And we just kicking it about different things like what's flashy to you? You know what I'm saying? Is the big pony flashy? Do you like shirts that represent different countries? You know what I'm saying? Can we get some female Orel heads on the show? We've been talking about a few things. You know what I'm saying? I brought a few of my favorite pieces out. We talking about rugby a little bit. You know what I'm saying? We talking about a few things. But like I said, this is really just a test, and I want to know when should we stream, yo? Once a week, twice a week? Let me know, man. Let me see. Thanks for coming. Thanks to everybody for tapping in. Dave, what about Ralph Lauren bed sheets, washcloths, underwear? My barber, who's a lowhead, was talking about how Ralph even make paint. Yeah, Ralph makes paint. And somebody was talking about getting their hands on the paint. But I'm not into the bedding and the undergarments and all of that. I'm not against it, but I haven't seen anything that like just really grabbed my attention. But I think it's dope for people to just go in all the way. Um, I did an episode with Jcrew. If y'all know him, follow him on IG. We recorded something recently. He's a Polo hoarder, and oh man, he had I don't want to spoil the episode, but he had all sorts of like on Ralph Lauren merchandise that you wouldn't even think of, like stuff I didn't know existed. When you watch that episode, you should enjoy it. But personally, I don't have any of that stuff. The most I have is some bags, um like a men's like toiletry case. In that case is actually chaps. So yeah, most of my stuff is limited to clothing. Let me sit up. Feel like I'm sinking. Feel like I'm melting. Bro, I got a dumb collection of socks. Jump on and show us, man. Jump on. Tap in. Elephant in the room. The quality of men's brands are getting cheaper. So these men's brands are cheap, huh? Tell me which one so we could break that down a little bit. I want to know what y'all think. Are these men's brands like going down the toilet? Some people feel like the quality ain't right. Let me know. Rob Ripper. My favorite brands, Ralph Lauren and Vintage Armani. You gotta put me D. I can't say I know what Vintage Armani looks like. When you talking Armani, you talking the suits or I guess denim. Were they doing denim and all that back in the day, or is that a new thing? Were they just doing suits back in the day? Put me on. Let me know. Um, So 2324 says stock up more on vintage rugby. Everything else is just I feel you, man. Yo, if your rugby collection is crazy, you should hit me on Instagram so I can see it, man. Like I'm curious. Sarah eBay. Polo jeans is a no-no. Tell me why. Tell me why. Tell me why polo jeans is a no-no. Polo Jeans Co. I'm confused. Polo Jeans Co. a no-no or no. I don't know. I'm the best nigga in the world. Every time Ralph comes out with some holiday socks on the website, it's a must cop. The holiday socks. I gotta check those out. I got some bear socks for I got some bear socks on Christmas. Check GS. I feel like double RL puts out the quality that Polo put out up until the late 90s. At that point, when the company went public, RL's quality began to go downhill. All right, now let me ask you this: a lot of people are critical of Polo's quality, but they don't usually talk about the details. You know, like I guess the fabric, the construction, stuff like that. So I'm curious, right? Because when I think of quality, I'm thinking of like specific stuff. You know what I'm saying? You know, around construction, stuff like that. So I want you to put me on. I want you to tell me exactly how, where you feel the quality went down. All right, I'm curious. So, you know what I mean? I hear that statement a lot, but I want a little bit of details with that. All right, and I'm gonna read it. I'm gonna be looking for your comment. Okay, Sarah eBay. Double RL is nice, but still overpriced. A definite difference in quality. So you feel like they should charge less, like them price points. So like yeah, like they should charge more, but at some point they just hitting you a little harder because they know you want it. I could dig it, but then you know like a lot of these companies have the customers who don't mind paying, and then companies even have the customers who'd rather pay a lot. Some people feel good like dropping that bread. You know what I'm saying? That's just their twist. So I guess they are catering to that sort of customer. All right. Are those Bugle Boy jeans you're wearing? You look good in those Bugle Boy jeans. Yeah, Bugle Boy. Now look, when I first started copping RL, I remember going up to Franklin Mills and the shirts, my shirts were Hilfiger, Ralph Lauren, but them jeans. Oh, but those jeans were Bugle Boy. Are those Bugle Boy? Excuse me. Are those Bugle Boy jeans you're wearing? I was definitely wearing. I was doing what they call high low, right? High low. I didn't know it was called high low till a few years ago. But you know, you wear expensive up top, and then low price pants. You know, trying to make a way. You know what I mean? Are those Bugle Boy jeans you're wearing? Are those Jordache jeans? Yo, who remembers Double Dare? Yo, you could go on a show like Double Dare and and win a pair of Jordache jeans. Like the prizes were crazy. You could win like a bike. You could win a trip, or you could win a pair of Jordache jeans on Double Dare. What are those Bugle Boy jeans you're wearing? Pablo Frescobar. I had Bugle Boy as a kid. Funny looking at it as an adult. Some still fit. Yo, the Bugle Boys, man. How about the Bugle Boys probably like hit hard one year? Like they probably like just they like the Bugle Boy might do what Skechers is doing now, right? Right? I know people rocking them dad sneakers, you know, the Balenciaga and all that, but like people really rock the Skechers too now, don't they? Right? Like you can actually wear the Skechers, can't you? It's a lifestyle. Polo is only good for underwear and undershirts, to be honest. Now, when you say 2324, when you say polo is only good for underwear and undershirts, what do you mean? Do you mean like you mean like all of this that we wearing is garbage, or like it don't look good, or it's just not worth the money? Whereas the underclothes, you know what I'm saying. Let me know. I'll be looking for your comment. My boy said polo is only good for underwear and undershirts. It becomes a lifestyle. Damn. Said to be honest. Sarah said to be honest, you sound like you shop at Ross for polo. Yo, yo, nah, I did not see the 50th anniversary fashion show. I need to catch up on this stuff, right? I gotta check that out. The fashion show was marvelous. All right, it's on YouTube, so I could check that out. Rob Ripper says best quality American clothing brand is Oxford Clothes all the way. Al Capone wore that brand. All handmade, full canvas suits and blazers, but very expensive. So Oxford. Thanks for putting me on, because I've never known anything about Oxford. I never heard of it. But I'm gonna check that out. Worth looking at. Al Capone. Huh, let me see. Cop 8 pieces. Damn, bro, you copping from the show. Cop right off the runway. Bro, you cop right off the runway. That's pretty cool. IG page, lots of 90s and vintage polo ads. It's called Old Ralph Lauren Ads. I think I've seen that page. It's cool seeing how they styled the clothes back in the day. Yeah, it is. It is cool. And you know what? I know myself. I'm guilty of getting caught up in like the close fits. You know what I'm saying? Like the slim fit, modern fit, European cut, however you want to call it. I get caught up in that. But when I see the old ads that you're referring to, and you see people rocking like the dope sweaters, but the sleeves aren't as like small as we might want them like today, but they still freaking it. Like they might have on they might have on a winter sweater and it's tucked in and it's kind of puffy, and the pants might be high waisted. You know what I'm saying? And it works. My point is, it's styled so fresh that like I would wear it that way right now. So it makes me like reconsider, like when I'm going hard and I feel like I only want to buy stuff that fits kind of slim and modern. It just makes me loosen up a little bit. Like yo, like Like nah, like yo, take a older fit. You know what I'm saying? Where maybe the pit to pit measurement is wider than what become accustomed to. It's okay. Loosen up a little bit. Dave's really into this story. Yeah, man, I OD, man. I OD on stories, man. Story time. Yo, to be honest, I wanna do a YouTube channel where I just tell stories to kids. Right? Read books and just tell stories. The catalogs. Mm. Clothes with no resale value. 2324 says, he talking about clothes with no resale value. I guess everything has a resale value if the right person just needs to see it. This cat Dave, he's detailed as a mug. Man, life without details would be a life not worth living. Now I'm trying to be a philosopher too. A life without details. Yo, to be honest, like those suits, those brands sound good, but I don't have any experience that way. You'd have to put me on. You'd have to put me on. Canali, Brioni. Am I saying it right? Sound like an international mail catalog. Sounding like anybody like Jcrew. I do, y'all. I actually love Jcrew. I love Jcrew. Before I got heavy back in the RL, that's where I was. In fact, I remember being on the fence. Right, I would go to Jcrew all the time, and then I would take a walk down to Macy's and look at the Ralph. And I felt like the Jcrew is fire, is classic. But it was too often that even looking at their brand new stuff, they didn't have enough items with some pop. You know what I'm saying? They didn't have enough with some kick. Not all at once, in my opinion. And that's what kind of got me away from Jcrew. But it's definitely solid. I still have a few pieces that I'm not going to get rid of. Um, if you've seen me with that Letterman sweater with that W, I think that's Wallace and Barnes, Jcrew, and I love it. Oh man, yeah, I love story time, man. Y'all gonna see, y'all gonna see. It just you just gotta say the right thing, and like once I get triggered, man, I gotta get some I gotta get like sound effects, yo. Like I need like an editor, yo. Like so I got like sound effects and transitions and like so when I go into story mode, we could just run these transitions and sound effects. Anyway, um, Savile Row, Savile Row pieces on the James Bond tip. You talking high end now, buddy? Savile Row. I'm sure I can make a few bucks off what I have going in my closet. I don't buy for resale though. I buy to wear. I feel you. Know what I'm saying the other brother had the criticism about the resale value. I'm with you. I'm with you, humble one. I buy things. I feel like you have the things you enjoy, and then you have investments. I don't try to turn everything in my life into an investment. You know what I'm saying? Now I'm not a dummy either. You know what I'm saying? It's cool to consider, if you'll be able to make some money off your purchase down the line. But like, I believe in living. Like, everything you enjoy is a listen. There are a lot of things in life you enjoy that you will never recoup the money from, right? You go on vacation. Take your family on a nice vacation that costs you a couple $1,000s. You don't recoup the money. It doesn't make you money. It has no resale value. What you have is memories, right? You have a feeling. You felt good, right? And hopefully you don't regret it. Same way when you cop some clothes. Can you sell this jacket later? Maybe you can, maybe you can't. But what's important for me, you know what I mean, when I buy things for pleasure, it's just important that I'm able to enjoy it right now. My investments are investments, and I'm gonna talk about investments too. I tried to put this I'm trying to put this one episode where I kind of talk about what I'm into. So look out for that. Look out for that. But these clothes, man, these clothes are not investments. But you right, brother. Like, when you talk about RL, it's just there's a market for this stuff. You know what I'm saying? Because it's timeless. And you have like real fans of the brand who are always willing to snatch something up that you let go. Yummy. Jcrew is cool. Oh man, am I vibing off the gut? Nah, I've never been high. Never been high. You know what I'm saying? That's just like my natural, like I be on. You know what I'm saying? I used to hang out with a lot of people who listen, when I was a kid, I used to hang with a lot of people who, you know what I mean, they did the smoking and drinking. We be up in the house. You know how it is when you a kid. You hanging out in this house where anything goes, and y'all carrying on, and they would be like, you know what I'm saying, blazed out their mind and drunk and all that. And yo, always sober. I would be more turned up than anybody. They be feeding off my energy. You know what I'm saying? That's just the type of energy I always, you know what I mean, the type of energy I always carried. You know what I'm saying? I'd be like turned all the way up. And everybody just having a good time. Yes. All right. Cry. Then been I have a few shirts. So Rob has a few shirts from Savile Row. Did you go over there? Where do you live? Where do you live, Rob? Did you travel? Did you travel to the UK? Is that Savile Row? Is that London? Did you go over there, or do you live over there? You already know. Hell yeah, always go when I'm back in London. Okay. Friday. So I should do Fridays? What time? Just general releases. Three favorite lines. Friday is a no-go. I think this is actually a good time. People winding down and chilling on a Sunday. Got some time to tune in. I think I'm with you. I think Sunday. I think Sunday feel right. Yeah, I think it'd be dope. Like, you know what I'm saying, Sunday. You know what I'm saying, we kick it. I get on a rant. You know what I'm saying, get on a rant. You know what I'm saying, I get all turned up on a rant, and we can have people calling in. You know what I'm saying, and we could kick it. You know what I'm saying. Yeah, with the call in. You know what I'm saying? This is a good time. Jcrew Factory always has awesome sales. That's what Stephen Wells says. That's one thing about Jcrew. If you're looking for some classic style at affordable prices, Jcrew sales are crazy. Um, I've only been to the factory store a few times, but like their full retail stores, oh man, them sales are ridiculous. Like a lot of times, you grab some items and you feel like you calculated the discount, and then you get to the register and there's a deeper discount. You know what I mean? That feels good. Nothing like when you felt like the deal was already good and then it's discounted further. And we talking about items you actually want. You know what I'm saying? Not talking about snatching up something you don't want because it's on sale. We talking about seeing stuff that you actually want. You know what I'm saying? Price look good. Get it to the register and it's even better. That's what I love about Jcrew. Yes, sir. Denim in Supply is just a lower tier double RL. But it was good for the price. 2324. Is that why they discontinued? If that's true, is that why they discontinued Denim in Supply? Brother said he said Denim in Supply is just a lower tier double RL. So did they discontinue? Is it discontinued? It's probably not even discontinued. I'm tripping. Let me leave that alone because I thought Denim in Supply was going to be discontinued, but it's not, right? It's still on. It's still on the Polo website, right? All right. 2324 says Rugby was fire. Best nigga in the world. I'm a big Rugby head. David Torres. Great story, Dave. I still remember my first Polo sports sweater. The one item RL made that made me fall head over heels for the brand was the fragrance Polo Green. I have a collection of vintage bottles. Nothing like remembering your first, man. Let me see those bottles, man. You know where I'm at. Hit me on IG. Dave, were you ever into boosting or racking? Nah, never did that. I was scared of that, man. I was scared of that. I paid for everything. I had some friends who got into it for they got into it briefly and they got in some trouble behind it, and that was the end of that. Yeah, when I was a kid, I tried a few things. I did a few wild things, but I never snatched no clothes out the store. You know what I'm saying? Denim in Supply was geared toward the younger crowd. Rob Ripper, damn. A Safari beach towel. Let me see the towel. Sarah, I mean, you got a little collection. Show me some of the collections on Instagram. Dave _ money 3. Frequent sales. They have frequent sales. So now y'all having your own conversation. 94 Indian head sweater. Denim and Supply flannel designs were cool. Polo Country. So Sarah likes that Polo Country. She likes the newer sweaters. Mr. Driven, why is my name highlighted? How you do that there? Pardon me. I'm just reading these comments real quick. Whoa, 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 whoa. Devin Ponder. Dave, I know you're familiar with the lowlifes. However, what do you think about the La Sape movement? C'est pure. I don't know what that is. Devin, put me on because I don't know what that is. 2324. That pony logo was played out though, Dave. You talking about you talking about this or like all ponies? I'm with you on this. I don't know why I bought this. But I'm not into any logo at all. Like even the small pony. Like I tolerate the small pony, but my favorite thing is like you know what I mean, something like this or like this shirt I'm wearing under here doesn't have like a horse or anything. You know what I mean? I just like I like the garments. You know what I'm saying? These metal buttons. You know what I'm saying? Humble One said, "Good analogy with the music, Dave." Keeve on the track said, "Even Parker got logos. It's all how you style it." Yeah, man. So it's all how you do it. You know how they say, man. One man's trash is another man's treasure. You know what I'm saying? Do your thing. You know what I mean? Wear it with pride and execute. I'm saying execute was in your mind. You know what I'm saying? Keep on the track. It's all amazing to me. Ralph makes clothes for everyone. Streetwear fan. Ralph has stuff like that red and black sweatshirt with the oversized horse. Classy. Go purple label. That's right, man. And that's what makes it so cool. It's like whatever you trying to do, Ralph has something for it. Dave, I have background music for you. Yeah, definitely, definitely. Cause I want music, but licensing and they'll flag you and all that. Cause I think some music could be a nice little mood, especially on the live. Like if not the pre-recorded episodes, I think on the live, man, have some music going. You know what I'm saying? Get somebody calling in, whatever. You know what I'm saying? We get a good little story time going. You know what I'm saying? Check GS says you should stream at least once a week. That's what I'm thinking. I'm thinking definitely at least. I'm thinking at least once a week. And then put the pre-recorded joints together. Um, Stream yourself shopping for Polo. That's a thought. Polo jeans are good. Oh, Motez Guevara. Let's talk about Polo Ralph Lauren dress shirt. I don't think they're better than Brooks Brothers. Do you agree with me? Yo, look, I can't make the comparison myself because I don't have any Brooks Brothers dress shirts. But one of my guys, I know through IG, he's always telling us like, man, you gotta get with this Brooks Brothers. I mean, he heavy in the Brooks. He like, yo, man, like Brooks beats Ralph. You know what I'm saying? But I just take his word for it because again, I don't like the Brooks Brothers I have is like flannel, you know what I'm saying, jackets. You know what I mean, stuff like that. But I mean you could be right, you know what I'm saying? Like I love Ralph, but I'm not going to pretend that they do everything better than everybody, you know what I'm saying? Cuz for one it's preference and for two it's like it's not likely that they do everything better than everybody. You know what I'm saying? Especially with Brooks Brothers being like the OGs of this menswear thing. You know what I'm saying? Come on, man. That's Brooks Brothers. And for real, what we need to have on the show is some Brooks Brothers heads. You know what I'm saying? Like, yeah, we gonna keep it mostly low, but you can't really talk like classic American menswear and not talk about Brooks Brothers. It doesn't even make sense. We just gotta get the right person to jump on, you know what I'm saying, and do a real sweet episode. For real, for real. The iron-on vinyl logo prints that Polo has began to use instead of either embroidery or screen printing is not good. A lot of those fabrics they use are also hit or miss. So you're giving me the details about that, about the quality jab people been taking at Polo. I feel you. You know what I'm saying? As long as you know what I mean. As long as people hit with the specifics, then yeah. He said the iron-on vinyl logos that Polo's has began to use instead of either embroidery or screen printing is not good. A lot of the fabrics they use are also hit or miss. Let me know what y'all think. Rob said, damn, Double Dare, physical challenge. Right, that's what I'm talking about. Go on Double Dare, and you could win like a year, I don't know, you could win like a year's worth of Slim Jims or 2 pairs of Jordache jeans. You know what I'm saying? Yo, y'all got me ready to I'm ready to jump on some Nick at Night. I'm ready to jump on some Nick at Night, yo. I'm ready to watch some cartoons, some Double Dare, some Fun House. Yeah. British Knights. Hey, yo, Rob. British Knight, that's also something you could win on Double Dare, right? Some BK Diamond Cells, right? You could win some Jordache jeans. You could win a freestyle bike and some BK Diamond Cells. And you be set. At least used to be the stuff. Let me see. He said throwback. They used to push them hard. Yeah, he's saying that to Rob. Yeah. He said Nickelodeon used to push those British Knights. Yeah, they must have been like partnered up, man. They had a partnership because they definitely was trying to push them. You know what I'm saying? You win a competition. It's just some British Knights. Like, I don't want no British Knights. Some BK Diamond Cells. Christian Clark, you do this Polo thing with class. Thank you. Hey, like, for me, when I think of Polo, you know what I'm saying? I see something in my head, and I just want to execute it that way. I want to execute it the way it was intended. In fact, when I started my YouTube, one of the reasons was I was thirsty for Ralph Lauren content, and I would watch those Ben Had Polo videos, and they didn't satisfy me. They were really too goofy. Now, like I say, I'm a fan of every man doing it his way, but yeah, you do it your way, but I'm still searching for someone doing it my way. You know what I'm saying? So I just decided to create the sort of content that I wanted to consume myself, which meant, you know, people talking about the details and the passion and the vision behind the fashion choices they make. You know what I'm saying? Polo and other brands. And one thing that really annoyed me about the Polo content that was out there was you know, you got a guy showing his Ralph Lauren collection. You know what I mean? He gonna show you 50 shirts, and with each shirt he's showing you a damn logo. He's like, you know how goofy it was. They trying to prove to you like, yeah, and this really is Polo, and they like, like pushing the tag in your face, and it's like, bro, like I believe you. You know what I'm saying? Like I don't believe people. I don't believe you out here. I don't think you out here faking like you got a polo shirt. You about to show me a whole closet full of shirts and jackets. I believe they're all Ralph Lauren. You don't have to show me the tag. You don't have to show me the label. Can we just appreciate the garment together? Can you tell me what it is you like? So I know I'm getting kind of heady about it, but that's really what it was. I'm like, yo, these people in a world where like people don't believe that they actually showing a Ralph shirt. Like, do they have to really? Do you have to really do like this for all 50 of the shirts you about to show me? Like it's only Ralph. As much as I love Ralph, it's only Ralph. It's not like you showing me a diamond chain and I just can't believe you rocking diamonds and I want to test it. Like you showing me a shirt, a Ralph shirt. I believe it's Ralph. Now can we get into the details? My point is, I didn't see a lot of content like that. So I decided to create that sort of content. You know what I'm saying? Crazy fanaticism, but without all the goofy ish. All right. Don't forget, like, if you're watching this stream and you are not subscribed, subscribe because to make things interesting, we're gonna start taking trips once we get the subscribers up, right? Hit 5,000, we go to London. You know what I'm saying? We reach another milestone. Let's not talk about the next milestone. Hit 5,000, we go to London. You know what I'm saying? And you know, just keep things interesting. So hit the subscribe button. You know what I'm saying? I'm Dave Money. The show is technically called American Layers, and we talk about building the dopest RL collections we can imagine. You know what I'm saying? If you want to be in on that conversation, subscribe so you don't miss an episode, right? If you're not into RL, we still talk about the passion behind the fashion choices we make, right? So y'all get to see me in my pitch mode, yo. That's how I pitch. When I'm doing the recorded one, I'll be pitching. You know what I'm saying? This is the American Lair Show. We talk about building the dopest RL collections in the world. Don't miss an episode. Subscribe and hit the notifications so you're not left out. Good analogy. Where am I? Whoa, I'm way behind on these comments. Let me see. Brooks Brothers is a whole other ball game. Old Ralphie got his start as a salesman at Brooks Brothers, if I'm not mistaken. You right. No. Wait, no. Whatever. Didn't they sue him for ripping off their polo shirt? I don't know. Loferigno, what up, bro? Loferigno, man, those episodes we did hit hard. Yeah, you gotta come back. Something in my eye. You gotta come back so we can do some more, bro. USPA had a logo older than Ralph's. Yeah, I heard about the USPA debacle, man. Yeah. They ain't Ralph though. Ralph bought the rights to Polo and all that, but real talk, USPA was out before Ralph. They just didn't do it half as good as he did. All facts. Actual factual. D-Moore 914. I've been collecting Polo for a minute, but I want to sell my pieces with the American flag after learning knowledge of self in this country's history. Thoughts? Yo, I wish I had the phone. Like, I feel you, but I feel like us Americans and I say especially like the American black man, black person, like we in a we in a strange position, like when we consider this this country's history, sometimes it's like we should like we it's like we should turn our backs on it, but I don't know, man. It's just it's a strange situation, and I understand anybody who can't rock with the flag. I understand anybody who can't like be a real who can't really be patriotic, right? Like it's messed up, it's effed up, but it's still home. You know what I'm saying? And for all the bad, for all the history, there's a lot of good. You know what I'm saying? And we're gonna have to come back to it. Like I'm not trying to sell you on it. I'm just saying I understand. It all depends how you feel about it. Let me get off that. But I feel you, man. I D more. I understand that, man. That knowledge itself, man. We got to talk about it, yo. We got to talk about it. Like D more 914. Hit me in the DM like on Instagram, Dave underscore money 3, because we might need to do like a whole episode. You feel me? We might need to do an episode. Ronnie McCain, thank you for keeping it classy because I'm a polo head. I'm Haitian. So when us Haitians from Flatbush, Brooklyn, got into polo, we went right through the middle. Some of us went the classy route. Classy all the way, man. This just feels good to me. You know what I'm saying? But like, we got to do it in a way that feels best for us. Like when I dress like this, it's not a costume. Like this is really like, I'm in certain environments. I speak a certain way. I talk a certain way. You know what I'm saying? Like, not. I'm not talking about when I say talk a certain way. I'm not talking about living up to a certain standard. I mean, like this all fits with like how I move. You know what I'm saying? It fits with, what I mean, the environments I want to be in. You know what I'm saying? The aspects of life that I appreciate. Like when I consider all of those things and I picture myself like this is how I'm dressed and I'm most comfortable, with this. I feel like this just represents me. So if that's classy, I'll take it. Low for Rigno. Right. Bloomingdale's. Right. I knew something sounded funny about Brooks. Bloomingdale's. Yes. Thanks, Low for Rigno. Rob, let me know if you ever make it to Houston. Um, Definitely. Yeah, Low for Rigno, Knit Romney, man. We gonna tear it up again. We definitely gonna tear it up again. You know what I'm saying? Cause your energy was right too. You know what I'm saying? Some people just built for this. You know what I'm saying? Easy to talk to, know how to carry it. You know what I'm saying? So I appreciate that, yo, and I appreciate you putting it on your you know what I'm saying, putting it on the Facebook and all that. I appreciate it. You know what I mean? Mm. Your comments getting kind of deep. Devin said, the way I see it, most conquerors take from their subjects and never question if the garments and resources belong to themselves. African emperors and rulers possess items from Europe. If we really dug deep, a lot of designers' lives and what goes on that really create a lot of clothing, we be walking around naked. Humble one, I guess. Humble one saying like, don't get too deep, because once you start digging, like if you want to start digging, you're gonna find fault like everywhere. I think that's a good point. I think that's a good point. but some you probably still have levels, right? There's probably like some things that's just like, nah, I can't fool with your brand. Yeah, I feel ya. Let me see. I may have a silk from India, a certain fabric from China, and it doesn't take away from the fact that it's mine. USPA was a polo organization since 1890, but they did not start making clothing until after polo started popping. Ralph sued them. Yeah, because they try to run with the story like we are the original polo, but it's like nah, you wasn't trying to make like garments like that. Respect. Ralph Gibson asked, "Have you ever been to Japan?" Nah, not yet, but I got a great excuse to go to Japan now, right? I've always wanted to go, but now I think doing the show, I have extra incentive. I love to go to Brooklyn and check out the people who are into American style and check out the Japanese culture. But definitely connect with the people who love what we do and love Ralph and love the '90s, like '90s hip hop, R&B. You know what I'm saying? The cultural exchange is great, man. I love it. Ralph Gibson said, "I heard the polo collectors in Japan are the best." Hopefully we find out. Like I said, man, let's get the subscribers up and we start traveling.